BRB Network TV with Brian Herzog.
If you're just tuning in, we're broadcasting interviews. Ugandan business owners engaged in an exchange program facilitated right here in the United States along with a few other different countries in Africa. This is an exchange program of Southern University's College of Business. The objective of this exchange program in the U.S. with the Ugandans is to give an outside perspective on starting up a business as well as the development process right here in our country, with the hope that we can constructively learn as well as strengthen our international relationships on both sides. Let's get back to the interviews with Dr. Ash.
We have two of our fellows from Uganda. We have Geoffrey and we have Rogers, and two individuals who are very active in the project. And Geoffrey, can you tell us something first of all about yourself and about your business?
Thank you, Dr. Ash. My name is Geoffrey Ayebare. I'm married to Elizabeth Asimwe, and we have a 6 weeks baby girl, Scarlett, and I hold a bachelor's degree with mathematics. I am a certified public accountant back home, and at the same time, I run a bakery.
One of the objectives of this project is really community development, and you, when you go back, not only maximize the profit as small business owners, but also participate in community activities. From this viewpoint, from the training you had here in the U.S., what do you take back as far as community development is concerned?
First and foremost, I have been doing community service with the Rotary Club of Kampala Central, and when I came here, I also realized that most of the businesses really do community service with non-government organizations, and at the same time they also have associations, especially with the universities, where people can pool money to help people, young people, gain their degrees and their master's degrees. And I think I will borrow a leaf from this and take it back home so that I can help my convocation of Makerere University do something similar with that.
And the US-based training, how much do you think it will impact your business, both professionally as well as the bakery business you have?
Definitely, it is going to impact my business very, very much in as far as recording is concerned. True, as I'm an accountant, but I know we have been lax with recordings. Probably we could borrow a leaf so that we could have machines, point of sales machines, just like people here.
And in terms of economic development, you have seen different states and different infrastructure. And what do you think could be applicable back home?
Back home, I have learned a lot from the US-based training in terms of development, and I think things like putting up better roads and better buildings would really be something.
And you were, I think, fortunate also to be one of those fellows who spent a weekend with host families. What did you get from that?
I realized that the people in America are just people like others. We live, you live a usual life like the people back home. They have meals just like others at home. They talk to their children. They pick their children from school. It is not very, very different. But again, I also realized that they put a lot of emphasis on looking after their children and taking care of them, unlike in Uganda.
Thank you, Geoffrey. And now we'll go to Rogers. And now we have Rogers. And Rogers, can you tell us about yourself and why some of your friends call you the concrete man?
Thank you, Dr. Ash. My name is Rogers Katurebe from the western part of Uganda. I'm married to Gloria Tugumiseries, and we have 2 kids, a boy and a girl, Rodney and Gillian. And the people call me a concrete man because I own a company that deals in the production of precast concrete products for road construction and house construction.
And since you came to the US, you have traveled to 21 states, and since you traveled by bus, I'm sure you have been able to see the infrastructure under construction And what similarities and differences you see in the construction business between here and Uganda?
Wow, the difference is quite amazing. As we traveled by bus, I noticed how infrastructure is very sensitive. The roads are so good and wide. The bridges are very well fixed. I discovered there is a difference because people tend to insist on the construction of bridges is quite highly distributed, unlike in Uganda where we try to dodge the water and things of that sort.
And how much the training and whatever you saw here will help you to improve your business back in Uganda?
Yeah, first and foremost, I discovered the importance of time in every business because all the businesses we visited, they tell you how long and how much they've worked hard for the businesses to be where they are. I am sure that when I go back, I will know the relevance of time. In any business, it takes time and commitment and perseverance.
And you have immersed in the culture. You have been to the church. You have met some people, etc. And what did you notice in all this? I mean, what do you learn about the culture in the U.S.?
I have noticed the love. People have love for everyone. They are willing to give information, even far more than what you ask for. I discovered that people here love people and they are willing to interact with everyone. There is quite a lot of freedom among the Americans.
Do you think when you go back then you'll perhaps expand your business in other fields other than construction?
Yeah, currently I run a number of other businesses. But I discovered the importance still of commitment on a business. So I hope to expand my business and bring in some other diversified products for purposes of expansion and development.
Thank you, both, and back to Brian.
You're tuned in to BRB Network TV, Southern University College of Business, the TV show. Keep it locked.